Anytime after 2008, there is a hidden secret computer with a parallel operating system running inside it. You cannot access this secret computer. You cannot turn it off, disable it, or remove it. It is ultimately in control of your device, but you can't control it at all. Everything it does is completely invisible to you, your operating system, and your device. This is not a fantasy from a spy thriller. This is Intel Management Engine, a subsystem microprocessor that's operating inside every Intel CPU platform made from 2008 onward. Despite its name and some basic functions, we don't know anything about what Intel Management Engine really does. What we do know is that this microcontroller works completely independently from the main CPU. It can't be manually removed or disabled, even if the main computer is powered off. As long as it is plugged into the mains or the battery, IME will continue to run. Intel Management Engine is a computer within a computer. It is running its own operating system, called Minix, and is installed by default on every modern computer with Intel CPU. This probably makes Minix the most widely used operating system in the world. But unlike Windows, macOS, or Linux, Minix is completely outside of user control. It cannot be scanned by an antivirus or malware detection software. It can bypass any firewall configuration and has a dedicated network connection that can circumvent the main CPU and the main operating system. Intel Management Engine is so deeply embedded in the motherboard that without it, the main CPU would not boot at all. It has the power to shut down or turn on your computer, has full access to your system hardware, memory, keyboard input, and the contents of your display. This means Intel ME can read your open files, access your passwords, bypass encryption, capture your keystrokes and mouse movements, and see all running applications. The management engine also runs a number of proprietary programs, including Digital Rights Management System, which gives Intel control over how, when, and what data and software you can access on your system. Nobody knows what's inside of Minix, although it is officially licensed as free software under Berkeley Software Distribution. Intel made secret modifications to the source code of Minix running on the management engine. The level of secrecy about such a fundamental piece of technology that's undermining security of billions of people is deeply troubling. Intel seems to embrace security by obscurity, a strategy long rejected by experts and security researchers as fundamentally insecure. In fact, a number of serious vulnerabilities have come to the surface. Some of them are thought to be virtually unpatchable unless Intel gives users option to disable the management engine entirely. The ME's autonomous network interface opens an attack vector that could inject rootkits into a computer and take full control of the system. In May 2017, Intel confirmed a remote elevation of privilege bug, which left every computer with an Intel CPU made between 2008 and 2017 vulnerable in some way to remote exploitation. Similar vulnerability inside Intel ME has been confirmed later that year, and additional vulnerabilities with potential remote exploitation have been disclosed throughout last year. One security researcher even demonstrated an ME-based keystroke logging rootkit. The biggest problem with ME vulnerabilities is that they can't be fixed by standard updates of the main operating system, as patches have to be issued by device vendors themselves.
We got problem with BIOS, blackbox virus within it. Wait, we have to stop the video.